In order to understand how we use data at Tier 2, it helps to revisit all of the MTSS tiers. Let's take a look. MTSS starts at Tier 1, where all students receive core or universal instruction. Additionally, all students participate in screening and other common assessments. The Tier 1 team, also known as the School Improvement Team, uses screening data and other common assessments to check on the health of our core instruction and to plan improvements at Tier 1. But screening isn't just for Tier 1 improvements. Screening tells us which students are benefiting from Tier 1 and are doing just fine and therefore should continue. It also tells us which students are not making adequate progress with Tier 1 alone. These students need more support. In Tier 2, we provide students with an evidence-based intervention matched to their need in a standard protocol fashion. And because these students are at risk of not being successful and we are providing a deeper level of support, we check on their progress between screening periods by progress monitoring. This is going to tell us which students are making adequate progress with the Tier 2 support and therefore should continue to receive it along with progress monitoring. It will also tell us which students have made enough progress to return to be supported with Tier 1 alone. And you guessed it, progress monitoring is also how we identify students for whom Tier 2 support is not working adequately. Since these students may need intensive and individualized support, first, we gather more information through a diagnostic process at the outset of Tier 3. The information gathered informs adaptations to the targeted intervention. This is individualizing the support for the student's need. Next, we progress monitor to keep tabs on how well the plan is working for the student. Once again, we may find it is working and should continue. We aim for the student to make enough progress that they can be supported back in Tier 1. For some students, however, the data will tell us that the plan is not adequately effective. This will return us to the process of gathering more information to inform changes to the plan. It is clear that data runs through each of the tiers of MTSS. We use data to engage in school improvement at Tier 1, to identify students in need of targeted supports and determine which Tier 2 supports they need. And if you're thinking, hey, that's alignment from the taxonomy of intervention, you're spot on. We use data to determine who is and isn't benefiting from the Tier 2 supports. And for students who are not responding, we have to consider two possibilities. Is it the student needs something different, or is it that the intervention is not as potent as we need it to be? For students needing Tier 3 support, data tells us what they need and how well it's working. In this course, we're focused on data use specifically at Tier 2. This is where data identifies who needs what, how well it's working, and when it's not, is it the intervention itself?